Yo, what is going on, guys? It's your boy Nes We Trust here. First off, let me go ahead and say, guys, I really want to take a second before I get into this video to thank everybody for all the support that you guys have been showing my channel and my videos ever since I began uploading this Destiny content, more specifically the build videos. You guys really seem to be enjoying them, and it's pretty damn awesome to see, to hear people commenting on the videos and saying that they're trying out the build, whether they, agree or disagree with some of the, traits or things that I decide to use for the particular build. It's really awesome to just get feedback, and I really appreciate you guys stopping by the channel and just supporting. It really means a lot. But anyways, enough of the mushy stuff. Let's go ahead and get into the video. Today, I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys, I'm going to go ahead and change things up a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys a build video. This one here is going to be a little bit different than what I have been bringing you guys. The last two build videos I brought you guys were for the Claws of Ahamkara and the Starfire Protocol, both of which were for the Sunsinger Warlock. And I went ahead and I would show you guys my build and the traits, the gear I was using, followed by a PvP demonstration of the build. I'm going to go ahead and try and switch it up a little bit this time, see if you guys like the format. If you guys don't, completely understand, and I can go back to the old way. But I kind of just want to get some feedback, because I was given some feedback on some of my other videos, be it from Reddit or the forums, and of people saying that I should, maybe try out something different. So I'm going to go ahead and mess with it, and if it works, it works, and if, you guys prefer the old way, go back to the old way. Not a big deal to me. But let's go ahead and get right into it, guys. Today I'm going to go ahead and be doing a Warlock Voidwalker build based around this guy here, the Obsidian Mind. This item itself, if you guys pay attention to the Destiny Reddit, or you guys browse around the forums, I'm sure you guys have heard plenty about this helmet and how strong it is in PvE content when paired up with the bad juju, and how fast you can get your build up your Nova bombs. It's an awesome combination, but you guys know me, and I'm trying to improve your guys' game and try to help you guys out and give you guys tips on Crucible. Maybe sometime in the future I'll go ahead and work on some PvE stuff, but for right now, you guys know me, and you guys know that I play a lot of damn PvP, and I believe that this helmet in particular is really overlooked when it comes to player versus player, and it's kind of overshadowed by other pieces of armor, and this helmet is very good. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys why. So let's begin. I'm going to go ahead and go into the class here. As far as my... let me stop and take a second really quick. I don't want to come off as sounding like a dick or sounding really cocky or arrogant or anything like that. And I don't want to, start little YouTube stupid wars. But one thing that really inspired me, I guess you could say, to make this... build video in particular, was that, and like I said, I mean, it's a game, guys. It's a video game. Everybody can have their own opinions, but I just very highly disagreed with some of the builds that some YouTubers, more in particular the ones, if you just Google, or not Google, but if you type in the search bar on YouTube, Voidwalker build, Voidwalker PvP builds, some of the top, I think pretty much every single one of the top videos that I watched, I just, let me just say I disagreed with them, and I'll leave it at that, okay? Obviously I'm not going to go and say names in particular. You guys, I'm sure you guys watch other Destiny YouTubers and, whatever, but I'm just going to go ahead and say, I disagree with some of the stuff that, some of their, opinions or whatever. So let me go ahead and go into this. I just wanted to go ahead and say that really quick. For my grenade decision here, I'm going ahead and going with Axion Bolt. I think this kind of goes without saying. This is the best in class grenade by far. Don't really need to explain why. I mean, this thing is just far superior than the other two options here. Vortex Grenades has its uses, but it's just outclassed by the Axion Bolt. As far as my movement option here, I'm going with Blink. I believe Blink and Focus Burst are the clear-cut best movement options. Blink can definitely take a while for you to get used to if you haven't played Hunter before with Blink, and especially if you're coming from one of the other classes where you have Glide or something like that, or Triple Jump or Double Jump, whatever the other classes have. Blink can definitely take some time to get used to, but once you master this, even get relatively good at it, it can disorientate people in the Crucible to the point where you can just start off with a huge disadvantage and end up coming out with such a big advantage when it comes to gunfighting, things of that nature. And I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys a quick clip as to showing as to how strong Blink can really be. Alright guys, so here I am in a Crucible match. First thing you're going to notice after I pick up a kill here on A in just a second on your screen, the first thing I'm going to do is go ahead and look towards B. There's going to be a guy lagging right in front of me. I waste some shots on him. I pick up one kill with a Nova Bomb on the flag, but the position that I'm in directly after Nova Bombing that guy, there is red all around me. My natural reaction is to blink to the side, and sure enough, I end up behind a Hunter looking to flank. So with that, guys, you can definitely get an idea of how useful Blink can be. When it comes to Blink, practice definitely makes perfect, and the more you get used to this ability, the more dominant you will definitely, the more results you will definitely see in Crucible, at least as far as outplaying people with Blink. Now, the center of the build, what makes, what our ultimate goal here is, which is to get more of these guys, which are Nova Bombs. I have seen many YouTubers recommend Vortex. I've seen a couple YouTubers recommend Shatter. I have seen not one of the most viewed Voidwalker guides recommend using Lance. Guys, I really went deep for this video, and I really did my homework, and I used every single trait in the Voidwalker class in PvP, and I really did my homework because I really wanted to hit home with this guide. And I can tell you right off the bat, I messed with Vortex, I messed with Shatter. And although Vortex has its uses, and Shatter, I'll be completely 100% honest with you, I have seen some other YouTubers recommend this. I played with Shatter for a full day's worth of Crucible, grinding, and I encountered maybe one or two situations where Shatter actually killed somebody or did something or worked for me in a particular situation that a normal Nova Bomb wouldn't have. It's just not worth it, guys. I mean, if you were really opposed to using Lance, then just please go with Vortex. This thing, it is just not worth it. You could have a different opinion, if you like the 3 Nova Bombs, hey, whatever. Just as far as my build and my recommendation goes, once I switched to Lance, guys, I could never look back. I could never use one of these other guys and feel like it's working as well as Lance does in the Crucible. Think of something like the rocket launchers in Crucible. One of the big things you look at is the velocity trait and exactly how much velocity is given. Without velocity, you could easily find yourself in a situation where your rockets are constantly being dodged by players, especially with players with Blink, which is the fastest, instant repositioning movement skill in the game. You could easily find yourself whiffing your Nova Bombs just like you would your rockets, because it just doesn't have that velocity, that kick. I have literally blinked away from so many people's Nova Bombs in the Crucible who are just using Vortex or Shatter. Lance completely negates that, because I'll tell you, even some of the fastest players with some of the best reactions, as long as you're not cross-mapping them, which you can do with the Lance ability, you will take care of them. You will get them. It's instant. What Nova Bomb feels like to me without using Lance is, if you guys remember, like back in high school, or if you think, I think they still do it in the Olympics and stuff. If you remember the shot put, where somebody would they'd hold this big ass ball, like this big old heavy ball, and they would have to wind up their arm and throw it as far as possible, and it would seem like they were putting all this force into it, and then it would just float up in the air and then just come down like instantly. That's how it really feels like when I'm using a Nova Bomb with Vortex or Shatter. With the Lance, you were launching a cannon, man. I mean Tom Brady, just down the middle, 60-yard pass, like bullet. This thing is awesome, guys. It's really good. I couldn't picture myself using anything else. I'm gonna go ahead and link a video in the description showing exactly how lethal Lance can be from a cross-map distance. I'm gonna go ahead and link that in the description so you guys can check something out. It's pretty funny. Next ability here, Energy Drain. When you think of the Voidwalker's sister class or brother class, whatever way you look at it, the Sunsinger, you think of their melee ability, and how powerful that Scorch ability can be. It ignites people, does damage over time, gives you an overshield. That thing it's really good. And when I was first getting into the Voidwalker class, Energy Drain just felt so underwhelming to me. And I'll tell you guys right off the bat, I could not have been more incorrect in thinking that, and I'm going to go ahead and get into why. First off, Energy Drain is a melee attack which basically drains energy from enemies, and it uses it to reduce the cooldown of your grenade. This is not an instant cooldown. You do not instantly get this burst of, this burst of time taken off of your grenade cooldown. It doesn't work that way. It is over time. It's over a period of time. The Surge ability down this tree, I used to think was useless. As I said, guys, I really dug deep and I used every single skill. Surprisingly, Surge is actually pretty damn good, and I mean that in a very serious way. When you pair Surge up with something like the Last Word, which gives you the bonus damage from firing from the hip and the bonus accuracy when firing from the hip, you can strafe the hell out of people with Surge, when paired up with something like that, with a weapon like that. They have such synergy together, not to mention the fact that the other traits down this line, Lifesteal and Soul Rip, actually require that you kill your opponent before getting that bonus, the Lifesteal ability or the reduced cooldown on your Nova Bomb. Surge is instant, meaning you can lead with the melee or finish with the melee. It's all preference. It's pretty damn good, guys, and I would definitely recommend you try it out. Don't sleep on it. It's pretty damn fun to use. But as far as viability, stuff like that, we're going for, as good of a build as possible. I just really don't feel like it's strong enough to overtake these other options here. Lifesteal is far and wide considered to be the option for the Voidwalker. The majority of the time I inspect, and I've been doing it a lot as of late, when I inspect other Voidwalkers, I see them using Lifesteal. When I look up, to see what other people are saying about the class, everyone's saying to use Lifesteal. When I see videos on it, people recommend you use Lifesteal. I have literally heard a YouTuber say, like I said, I'm not going to go and throw names or whatever, say that Soul Rip is useless. And that could not be more wrong. I will show you guys an example of Lifesteal and how it can be very, very strong, and how it can definitely have its uses in the Crucible. But I will also show you guys an example of Soul Rip. Soul Rip, when paired with our build in particular, where, like I said, we are revolving around the Obsidian Mind, and basically our ultimate goal being getting as many Nova Bombs as what the heck, why can't I? There we go. as many Nova Bombs as possible. It's just too good to pass up. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys some demonstrations of both of them used in the Crucible right now. So for the first demonstration here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and be showing off Soul Rip. Pay attention to where my super meter is right now. It's just below the end of that melee, little melee symbol. I get a few shots into this hunter with the last word, blink over the wall, and finish him off with the Soul Rip. Look at how much super energy I just got from finishing that guy off with my energy ability. That is ridiculous, guys, and it's very, very strong, especially when paired up with our Obsidian Mind. So for the second melee example here, guys, I'm going to go ahead and showcase Lifesteal and how this also works pretty damn well as far as my build goes. So here I'm pushing up top mid, pick up the first guy with the fusion rifle, look to my right and get a 2-piece with the Nova Bomb. I immediately notice the red on my left, so I go ahead and get in a gunfight with this guy. I finish him off with my Lifesteal ability, immediately get my health back, and it allows me to continue to press the enemy spawn and apply pressure. So with those demonstrations, guys, I hope that really helps you guys out in deciding which melee ability you want to go with, Lifesteal or Soul Rip. Like I said, for my build in particular, I go with Soul Rip. It really synergizes awesome with the build and really just completes our whole goal of getting as many Nova Bombs as possible in a match and as much super energy as possible when paired with the Obsidian Mind. For the next tree here, we go ahead and go with Arcane Spirit. Please, 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 guys, for God's sake, stop leaving comments on my videos saying armor doesn't apply in Crucible and armor is useless, lol. It is not useless, guys. I have tons and tons and tons of clips of armor literally saving my life. This is going to be one of the last times I mention it because I'm kind of tired of explaining it, but armor is effective health in Destiny. It is literally effective health. And this is coming from developers of Destiny who I have heard from their own mouth say via stream that armor is literally effective HP. Now, whether or not that is important to you, yes, it is only a couple of points of HP, but that couple of points of HP makes a difference. It can allow you to survive a number of things, such as damage over time effects in Destiny, with the Thorn being so prevalent in the meta, Sunsingers everywhere with their damage over time builds with Viking Funeral and things like that, with Trip Mine grenades and how much damage they do. Having armor can save your life and will save your life. There is a reason why most of the top PvP streamers, or most of the guys, if you guys can go to Destiny Tracker, you guys can look up the top 100 players on PvP, and you can look at their builds, and the majority of them are running armor and recovery, because armor is effective HP, and when you are going against another player of equal skill level, most of the time, that agility that you have, that you guys are valuing so much, it's not going to do anything, guys. It's just not. Yes, you can walk faster. Yes, you can jump higher with agility. I understand that. But for me, I will take those couple points of HP every single time, because when I'm going against a Voidwalker with 195 HP and I have 210 more or less, I'm going to win the majority of the time, just because I'm going to be able to survive that extra tick of Thorn damage over time. And that's just the way it is, guys. That's the hard truth. You know, you guys can look it up. It is literally a fact that armor is not useless in the Crucible. So for that reason, I go with Arcane Spirit, where I focus on battle recovery and toughness for the reasons I just stated. In the next tree here, I go ahead and I go with the Hunger. Increases the duration of our energy effect, our energy drain effect, which is the effect that basically makes it so that when we melee somebody, it gives us effective cooldown on our grenades. Very, very important. We want those grenades up as much as possible, because the Voidwalker grenades are very strong in the Axion bolts, and it'll help us in getting kills, securing kills, which will in turn help us get Nova Bombs. Angry Magic, don't get me started. Why the hell would you need your Nova Bomb to track people if you have a big, huge damn ball? I just don't understand the use of Angry Magic. I don't know why you would need it to track people. It has such a big vicinity unless you're just an atrocious aimer. I don't understand the use of this. And Annihilate increases the size of explosions created by the Nova Bomb and grenades. It's just not appeasing enough to use over the Hunger. It's just not, guys. I mean, you're already doing massive area of effect damage with your Nova Bomb. It's just not worth it in my eyes. Next one here, we're going to take Divine Order. Again, toughness, very, very important. Warlocks in general, Voidwalkers have a lot of base recovery, just as Hunters have a lot of base agility and Titans have a lot of base armor. I really love the recovery that the Voidwalker has, and this pair that up with the armor here, we're all set for battle. The last tree here, Vortex Mastery, increases the range of Axion bolts. I don't take this one, although I have seen some people experimenting with this ability. I feel as though Axion bolts are already strong enough as it is, and they already chase for a long enough time when they're seeking somebody, that I just don't feel it's the optimal thing here. Bloom, this is for PvE. Don't even try it in PvP. Believe me, I tried it. Not worth it at all. Embrace the Void. Damaging enemies with Nova Bomb or any grenade triggers the energy drain effect. Amazing skill. Perfect for our build. We're going to be getting those Nova Bombs as fast as possible, guys, which are in turn going to be lowering the cooldown of our grenades. Our grenades are going to be triggering the energy drain effect. So basically, think of it this way. You're using a grenade. You kill somebody with that grenade. Your grenade is triggering the energy drain effect. That's some cooldown time off of your next grenade. So it's basically in turn working towards that next grenade. Your melee is going to lower it, and on top of all of that, your super is going to lower it. So it's you can kind of get a sense of where I'm coming from here. Very, very good, guys. So with all that being said, let's go into my build. When it comes to the Voidwalker, I always was set on maxing out my intellect, maxing out my discipline, and leaving my strength at close to nothing. As I began to see the value more and more in Soul Rip and Energy Drain in general, Lifesteal, Soul Rip, whatever one you guys go with, I really began to realize just how much I value this. And in particular, when pertaining to my build, Soul Rip, killing an enemy with Energy Drain, reducing the cooldown of my Nova Bomb, which is the end goal for my entire build here. Having this 40% strength cooldown reduction on my melee ability is really, really good. Therefore, I decided to split the points between my discipline and my strength, which, as I said, was the complete opposite of what I used to do, which was maxing out intellect and maxing out my discipline for just nades and super, and not caring about my melee ability. I tried this build out recently, and it's good. Trust me, it works. Intellect and discipline, having that, it's really nice. It's good. It works. But for me in particular, I found that splitting the points between my discipline and my strength, having my Soul Rip up more often, was awesome, and it was allowing me to get my super up even faster because I had my melee ability up that much quicker. So therefore, I am putting many points as possible into my intellect. It's at a cooldown of 90% right now. And then, as I said, splitting between my discipline and strength. I love this build, guys. It is my absolute... I enjoy using this build the most over the typical discipline intellect max. Try it out, guys. And I really, really believe it to be the most efficient build for what we're going towards here, which is getting those Nova Bombs with this Obsidian Mind. And I mean, that's pretty much it, guys. I mean, that's the overview of the build here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys with some clips of me using the Nova Bomb in PvP, And just so you guys can see just how much super energy I am getting with each one of these Nova Bomb kills, and just how much super energy is applying towards my next Nova Bomb. This build is awesome, guys. It's a ton of fun. I really, really, really highly recommend trying this out. This build just single-handedly made me fall in love with this class, and it's by far my favorite class in the game at this point. So anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and get into the clips now. So here we go. So with all the build stuff being said and done, guys, here is a couple of clips of the build in action, rocking the Obsidian Mind. All of these clips were from the same exact game. Right there, you see me clear out the flag for the 2-piece on B. Right here, I'm moving over to C, which was obviously the most important flag if you watched my control tips video for Venus. Right here we're on the flag, and I almost managed to remember earlier I mentioned how the normal Nova Bomb you can react to. Well, right there, if there was not that wall, I would have easily blinked away from that and gotten out carefree, because that guy does not use Lance. But regardless, you know, I'm not just going to let these guys Nova Bomb me like that. I come right back, blink in, get the 3-piece, and finish this guy with the last word for the 4-piece. And look at how much super energy that just gave me. I am already 50% of the way to my next one with heavy ammo. So, pretty damn ridiculous. And for the last clip here, you see me blinking in aggressively towards B for the 3-piece. As I said, all this was in one game. I believe I managed to get about 6 supers this game before it was all said and done. Anyways, guys, if you managed to stick around for this whole video, I really, really apologize for how long it is, but I really went in depth, and I really did my homework to bring you guys the absolute best possible video and give you guys the most knowledge I possibly could regarding the Voidwalker. I really hope it works out for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and post PvP full match gameplay of me using the build, since I only gave you guys clips and snippets, maybe tomorrow or the day after or something, so that you guys can see a full length game using the build and whatnot. If you guys don't have the Obsidian Mind, hopefully you guys get it soon. Hopefully you guys try out my build, and hopefully you guys are as successful with it as I am. Anyways, guys, I really appreciate if you guys stuck around. Like I said, no, it's a long ass video. Really, really appreciate all the support you guys give me, and I hope you guys stick around. Now I'll catch you guys later. See you guys in the next video. Peace.